To see if that wasn't the case. So we got MAK and Power over here with the Ogrim and Kaya against the, let me take a look at that. Is that Aang and is that, that's Teska. That's Teska coming out there for Tavares. So here we go, game number 1 on Fortress of Lions.
Happy to see more Teska, truly. I mean, we got to see Munir play a little bit of it today. Of course, there's Jakey as well.
Yeah, Godly Munir had a nice elimination run after going down pretty early.
But now we have it in South America, which we don't see West on the Teska, right? And so it's nice that we have kind of someone else rocking the Mensa.
The Roland is fun. The Roland's fun and new.
Great.
It's going to be fun and new until it's all we see the whole year.
Is Power going to lose stock here? He's not. Okay, cool. I was like, oh, wait. Okay, so Tavares looks like he's going to be very happy just reverse slide charging Sigs off the side of the stage and seeing what connects with. I'm here for it, you know? Teska has some of the coolest, if not the coolest signatures in the game as far as like flair and oomph. So if you're going for him, I'm here to watch him.
Yeah, he's the closest that I think we've got as like if a grappler archetype exists.
Yeah.
The signatures fit that the most for sure. RTG goes down first. Tavares gets the haymaker. D-Light into, was that boots recovery?
Yes.
So he did unarmed down like weapon pickup boots recovery?
I guess he must have had to, huh?
Because that's what I thought that started with. I was like, why is that unarmed nair sending him so high up? I was like, it was crazy. Sider hits. They switch over to RTG. Team combo.
Nice weapon throw.
Whoa, Tavares, crazy play there.
Crazy angle too. That was hard to get.
Because if you don't hit that angle, then you're just laddered up to the top of the stage and possibly lose the stock. Now RTG fighting against MAK on the left side of the stage. Power trying to get in the way of things, but so far so good for the blue team. And Light finally will take him down. Now RTG here a weak link. Because he's just taking so much damage while Tavares was playing around. Let's see if we can get the stock on MAK. Uh-oh, he's low on jumps. I'm surprised MAK didn't go for a spear ground pound there.
Yeah, maybe just prioritize getting back to stage, refreshing those options instead of going for a potential reversal. But the slide charge down Sig, we're seeing a lot of slide charge Sigs off the corner from the blue team. And honestly, like, they're on legends that have some really good ones to do it, and so I don't blame them. But at this point, if you're Power and MAK, you're like, okay, I kind of see what your game is now.
Yeah, that impatience off the side of the stage right there. MAK reversals, RTG, Tavares goes down, Power and MAK take the lead. After seeing that they are being a little hasty with, like, their opponents are off stage, they're going to jump off, slide charge to Sig, go for a ground pound. But they even things up. Team combo into MAK, this could be the game. Side Sig sends him flying to the left. They switch right over to Power, gets the downer into side air. MAK now severely damaged, manages to make it back, gets a spear recovery through. Can Power and MAK hold on? No, wow, MAK has had 2 close calls so far on this last stock.
Yeah, blessing that Kaya defense right now, saying thank you for this one. But how long does that keep you around? I mean, you have 1 stock left here. You have to play so perfect. Tavares coming with the absolute shotgun in that side Sig and gets the recovery right there, and that's going to be the stock. Here's a pass. He misses the down air off of that and gives an opportunity here for Power to maybe make the comeback. Has an axe over the ground pound, and he had no options there. Maybe if he timed it a little bit better.
If he drifted a little bit to the left, there was just really good recovery from Tavares.
Yeah, he fast-falled a little too much.
Oh,
you can see the patience here.
Forward, hits the side air, trying to go for the Sarah again, maybe.
When he's managing to get these stairs out without getting punished, which, wow, he didn't get hit by that end Sig. Okay, that's game though. Jeez, I was gonna say because he was throwing out some pretty dastardly things there and then not getting hit.
I think we got ourselves a close set. Looking back and forth between both the players there, I didn't feel like one team threw that game.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. I think that you highlighted that there's some more exploitable habits from the blue team more so than the red team, where if they start playing around their offstage shenanigans, they might have a better chance of being able to secure a game plan that will lead them to a win. But Tavares and RTG definitely have what it takes to go for those team combos and execute them, and we haven't seen as much from MAK and Power.
Yeah, and I think as well, they got game 1. You know what I mean? Like, you go up against a team that you probably haven't played before, because we're saying we don't really know RTG and Tavares like that, right? And they're doing these strategies that, you know, you're like, okay, they aren't impossible to beat or anything, but they are just so weird, especially for when you make it to a top 8, you're not expecting to get hit by these kinds of things. And game 1 is the perfect testing ground to let that rock and maybe sneak out a quick win. But if they keep going for it, I'm pretty confident in Power's and MAK's ability to go ahead and turn that around. Jesus.
Yeah, Tavares opening up with a great gauntlet string on the MAK, but ended up taking just as much damage, if not more, on the way back down. They switch over to RTG. Tavares going in for the save. RTG does make it back, but Tavares did it at the expense of his HP. Falls in, doesn't get the down sig, avoids the down sig from Power, but there goes his teammate. He might go down shortly afterwards, has to avoid the weapon throw. Dive kick stops the downlight, and the weapon throw hits MAK. Tavares goes for the ground pound for the finishing blow, and doesn't go down. I thought MAK was going to finish that stock off, but no, they just switch right over to RTG. Don't want to chase that stock too long, and that slide charge down sig is starting to be avoided. Now will he be punished? That's the question.
There we go, goes for a side light recovery. It's not going to work here. And now Power and MAK, I mean, avoidance is at least the first name of the game, but not going to be able to avoid that side sig coming out from RTG. RTG with another side light recovery, getting a double knockout there. And MAK just going to bide some time in the corner here. Almost gets caught, does get caught. That side air is active enough. And the ground pound, he's out of here. Can he touch? He gets the dodge back just in time. Thank the heavens.
Lions saving him there at the wall. Not too many big walls in the game yet, but that down sig will take him down. MAK held on a little bit longer just to go down. The down sig of Tesco goes to the team combo. The down sig of the Nair.
Ooh, Tavares heating up. These boots are going crazy.
And just like that, though, he's gone. It's so quick that we're at, right when I feel like one team's got momentum, the other one just deletes a stock, and now we're right back to an even game.
And I really got to give my credit to Tavares here. Or is it Tavares? You know, whichever that may be. Really cooking right now because these boots have been extremely impressive. He's been able to find multiple boots down six. He's been able to get these conversions as well. But speaking of conversions off stage, we have Power in trouble, but it looks like he's going to be able to get back to the stage just fine.
Ooh, oh, unfortunate. And that's going to be it for Power. MAK, left side of the stage, jumps up, goes for Nair, weapon picked up, gets the end sig so quick. Not going to knock out Teska off the top of the stage just yet. Recovery stopped by Power, I think. Wow, lots of interrupts coming through in the sky right now. Can Tavares make it back?
What is he going to be able to do here? Beautiful recovery coming out from Power. MAK coming out with that side or weapon throw, force him a little bit further around, make him recover high, and gets caught by the sider. Yeah, the other option was to recover low, and then you're going to get ground pound.
Let's see if Power and MAK have got the team combo that they need. Weapon spawns coming in. They're guarding it quite nicely. I think it's looking good for them so far.
Yeah, if Tavares never gets a weapon, well, really, what are you going to do?
And there was a weapon there for him to pick up, but he decided to keep fighting. That was quite the decision. He goes down. That's going to be game number 2, going over to the red team, even it up 1-1, keeping it close. Although I'd say red team had a solid lead the entire time that came around, I don't really know how to call this one, Flambeau. What do you think will change, if anything, going into game 3? Because we're already noticing the slide charge signatures and the ground pounds aren't netting to Tavares and RTG any knockouts.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because I think the blue team has more capability to explode, right? You got double gauntlets on there. That means you're able to get your opponents off. So you have boots on there as well, which means you can try to go for something here.
So
right?
they're like, oh, they double up as gauntlets with how they're able to throw
effectively,
people.
right?
Yeah.
Like you have the ability to get like someone like Power who's rocking Rocket Lance. If you force him off stage and then you and your teammate collapse, you really have a whole lot of potential to just remove the stock in the blink of an eye. But they have to create that space, and I think MAK is doing such a good job of making sure he's always pertinent in every situation to not give them that space. But if they're able to separate the two, I think they can really capitalize. Here's a great example of what happened when you even give them a little bit of an inch, right? Boom. Hits him with the wrong side. If you reverse that down sig, that probably would have just been the stock.
Yeah.
But instead hits him to the right, and then he bounces off the wall. If he just did it the other way, that would have been the stock for sure.
They do end up taking MAK down. Goes to the team combo there on the Power. Gets the recovery. Nice job going for the option that's going to be lasting the longest. Team combo into MAK. But he does the, was that the active input holding in side light? Is that way I reached so far?
He did end light, right?
He did end light. You're right. Yeah. It's different. I was thinking of Sarah. And for some reason, I was like, why did that go so far? And it was because it was a grounded move.
Let's see here.
MAK took a ton of damage, though. Avoids that one recovery, manages to make it back down. Tavares picking up the gauntlets once again. Avoids the spear recovery. Team combo and RTG. Oof. Lots of damage on Tavares. Okay.
Oh, can't quite get the punish there. But both members of the blue team find end lights at the exact same time.
I think it was like set up like 1 frame difference, so the audio definitely was down. It was quite the pummel. Ooh, side light gets stopped by the dare from MAK.
You can see Tavares just looking for that weapon spawn. Where is it? There it is. Can he dash in, picks up a pair of boots, and manages to find an opening on a Power. Can't convert it into anything, though. And you can see RTG trying to shark here from MAK. MAK retaliates with the side air and finds an opportunity to get a double down sig because it looks like RTG maybe comes in at the wrong time.
Oh,
no!
Misses the wall trying to dodge the side sig. and gives MAK the double knockout credit. Now it is 4 stocks to 2. MAK and Power looking better and better each game.
Oh, he tries to go for the ground pound, gets caught by the nair, goes for the gravity cancel, D-light recovery is going to be enough. And Tavares had so much time there to get ready for a follow-up, and it looked like his brain just lagged for a second.
Yeah, not quite
It should have been
ready.
another stock. It should have been.
Yeah, just navigating the scraps is pretty hard. And it looks like he's having more and more difficulty. He's doing these jumps that Power's calling out with these Lance side airs. RTG does get something started, and Power's right there to cut through with the down air on the Lance. Daylight into neutral sig. RTG going for something desperate.
Power with the charge.
That's not confirmed. That was
He doesn't have anything. Nice.
Yeah, but it's one stock left. Like RTG lost that stock going for downlight end sig, and that's like if your opponent's got a dodge, you're gonna lose your stock for that. And dodges right back through it, punishes it with the side air. Power knows exactly what he was going for, and he ended up destroying him for it.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard comeback to make for Tavares here. Going to go ahead and pick up those boost goes for the immediate side sig. It's not going to connect. They both dodge in. He has to be careful here because MAK has no issue hitting both players at this point, right? There's so much damage racked up on Tavares that if you just get the stray, like that's going to be enough. The end light into the weapon throw.
What was that weapon?
It's like, ¿por qué, right?
The weapon throw saved him for sure. That end light was going to take him down. Okay, that was cool. Down air.
I mean, I guess. Like, as cool as a 2-hit can be. It was fast, though.
It was fast.
It was fast, but it was...
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've never seen it, so it was cool to me.
End light into down air? You don't think you've ever seen that? Ever? In all our years of casting Brawl, you don't think? I mean, if you thought it was cool, you thought it was cool.
We've certainly seen it, like, in the middle of the game. Okay, fine.
You know, I'm just like, I'm not here to yuck your yum, but like, this?
Look
Come
how
on,
fast
you know, it was fast, but like you have like 10 years to hear the doof. And he's probably gonna let him go at some point. You know, like
you know how many finishers I've seen South America drop today.
That's fair. All right, now we're really giving them scraps, huh? Participation awards.
I do enjoy seeing a combo from now and then, because MAK dropped every other one.
Well, they're in top 8, so
the last one that I saw before that was neutral light and a weapon throw.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm like, you know,
it's
cool.
like thank you for
you got something. You got something. But I feel like
cool
if I clock in and
cool
do my job,
the highest form of praise.
Like, do I go to the cashier at Wendy's and I say, hey, thank you for ringing me up? Or it's like, no, that's what you literally get paid to do. Like, come on. Like, they're competitors of the highest degree, you know? Like, y'all should be able to hit that. I'm sorry. Y'all should be able to hit that.
See, that point's a lot better than the cashier at Wendy's, right? Because we're at top 8 right now.
The cashier at Wendy's should also be able to ring me up. Right? like, why are you here then? Going on into game 4. Looks like a lot of damage has been racked up onto the blue team. And, you know, they're going to see if they can going to be able to clap back. Going to be a conversion off of that end light into the down stick from MAK. And they get the dodge out. Wait, Power's just looking at him. Power, go hit him. Thank you. Thank you. This is what I mean. You should just do your job.
Oh, this is... Yeah, it's a little rough.
Hello?
Around the edges. You know, they're practicing.
All jokes aside, though, love South America, always bringing the action. Today, they've been like a little bit more blunt is the only way I can put it. Like they're a little bit more scrappy, a little bit kind of more rough around the edges, but like they still pack that very traditional South American flair where it's like they're gunning for it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a little less like when looking at teams that are this solved. I guess like these team comps are this solved. I'm a little less forgiving than when I was like looking at the Roland teams and going like, okay, I absolutely see what you're doing here with a little bit more, because like there's that idea of like when you go into competition, you want to do what you practiced.
Yes.
Because that has the highest chance of working. You don't want to try something new the day of competition. That being said, even what you've practiced is going to be a lot harder under the pressure of competition than it was in practice, whether it be on ranked or in training mode or whatever, right? So it makes sense. That being said, like you said, this is the highest level. So
yeah, you know, you gotta, you should know, you should reel it in, especially if it's Ulgrim Kaya. You know, I don't want to hear it.
Ooh, side air hits.
Can we get back here? Power's going to be able to make it to the side. And at this point, right, like Power and MAK are one game away from winning this set. So really we're watching Tavares and RTG here to see if they can make the game 5 happen. And that side air is not quite going to land.
Oh, Power reading RTG twice. Downlight side air flying off the left. MAK just has to not get grabbed by Tavares on the gauntlets. And it's not working out. He took a ton of damage there trying to get back onto the stage. That neutral light is, the neutral air is going to hit Tavares, and the weapon throw comes through. Power's got to fight this basically all by himself here. RTG goes all the way off the right side of the stage. Sideline there, and Power is fighting this all by himself. He's knocking Tavares away. There's a recovery on RTG. Can we get the team combo on Tavares? That's going to be the bouncing hit.
Yeah, no, it was the pogo, right? Like he does the haymaker off stage, and then since he does it off stage, he's falling off the lip, and he says, "I'm gonna pogo that," and then boom, game's over.
I thought, to my eyes, it looked like Power's axe down to get him.
I see.
And I was like, "There's no way that hit," but I didn't notice the spear because I think he threw the spear right after.